Thank you all for coming today. I'm Dale Bowden, and I'm chairman of the Louisville Regional Airport Authority Board of Directors. And this is an exciting occasion for us as we officially break ground on the new security checkpoint expansion here at the Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Big deal. Yay, right? I'd like to welcome several special guests that we have joining us today to be part of these celebrations for this milestone. We have U.S. Senator Mitch McConnell, U.S. Representative Morgan McGarvey, U.S. Kentucky Senator Julie Rocky Adams, Kentucky Representative Jason Neems, Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg, and Ray Williams, the TSA Federal Security Director of Kentucky. We also have a couple of local folks here, Brian Lavin and Lisa Siebert and Pat McDonald, other Louisville Regional Airport Authority board members, along with state officials. Senator Gerald Neal, I think, is here, Kevin Bratcher, Katana Harmon. Did I get? Thank you. Thank you all for coming, and Betsy Rue. Thank you all for coming. Since 2018, Stanford Field has celebrated 4 of its top 5 busiest years ever in terms of passenger traffic. Last year, 2023, was SDF's busiest year to date with more than 4.6 million total passengers. And as our executive director, Dan Mann, continually references, we want to be a first-class facility for all travelers, as well as the best airport in the country. So to share more specifics about the project, I asked Dan to come up.
Dale, brings a tear to my eye, or it could be the wind, I'm not sure which. But yeah, it's been great. I'm glad you guys are all here for this groundbreaking. Past few years have been absolutely amazing. We've got more aircraft, larger aircraft, more nonstops, ultra low cost carriers in the market. And with that, we've just seen traffic grow and grow and grow. So last year was a record setting year. And this year, 24 so far, we're 5% ahead of last year's record breaking year. So when you have growth like that, obviously it can be a struggle sometimes to have the infrastructure really keep up with the new demand. And I think people really across the world are saying, wow, we need to get to Louisville. Businesses, Kentucky Derby, and now we have the options with more nonstops and aircraft to get here. So what we found about 2022 was we are struggling to get people through the checkpoint, and really started working really close with TSA saying, hey, we need more checkpoint lines. And we immediately added a 6th line, a 7th pop-up line just to get through this new demand. And while we were doing all that, we said we got to design a new checkpoint. This is a 30,000 square foot. It will be a 30,000 square foot, 10-lane checkpoint, $45 million. Construction will begin very soon. Well, it's going to start today. We're going to throw some dirt around here a little bit, and boom, it'll be done. Actually, we'll be working on this through about the end of 26, maybe early 27, and again, it's really just a really special project. I will say none of this would have been, frankly, possible, or we wouldn't be able to move as quickly as we are without, first of all, the TSA supporting us and saying, we'll get you the equipment, we'll staff it to keep up with demand. But more importantly, $30 million are coming in through the bipartisan infrastructure legislation. And I really, that is, when you have your elected officials working together, you get great things investing in our infrastructure. And I have to say, Senator McConnell, Congressman McGarvey, we really appreciate this. Again, this is for our customers. This is for our business. It's really about us being able to continue our economic impact. SDF, we have about 80,000 people that are part of our economic impact, and we generate $450 million in sales tax revenue for the state. Again, when you think of return on investment, a little bit of dollars here really helps us grow the economy and take care of all our customers. Also, we've had some support from our state this year through House Bill 1, allocation of $5 million, which again is going into this checkpoint. And when you think about the return on investment, a little bit of investment allows us to do this quicker, faster, and be able to keep up with our growth over the next 20 years. And so really want to thank all the folks that are helping us fund this. And we really are looking forward to this project moving forward.
Thank you, Dan. And as Dan said, this was not possible without the federal and state support. So I'd now like to invite U.S. Senator, Republican leader Mitch McConnell to say a few words. Senator McConnell.
Well, you know how you all think that we never do anything together. The bipartisan infrastructure bill, which made all of this possible, Morgan and I both supported. It was a classic bipartisan agreement, which I think if you watch TV or listen to all the commercials, you'd think never happens. But actually, on something like infrastructure, going all the way back to Kentucky's famous Henry Clay, he and Andrew Jackson had a big argument about whether or not the federal government would be involved in what they called internal improvements. Clay never beat Jackson in an election, but he won that argument. And so the federal government's been involved in these kinds of projects for a very long time. This project was funded by this bipartisan agreement. As you can imagine, I don't go out of my way to be photographed with the president, but I did on this occasion up at the Brent Spence Bridge, which our legislators who are here today would tell you was a headache forever. We were able to sandwich that into the infrastructure bill as well, and it's under construction. And they won't have to pay tolls, which probably makes everybody in Louisville angry. But it shows what can be done when we work together, and I think having had an election this week, even though my side did very well, that doesn't mean we're not going to work together. And so it's my honor and thrill to be here today with all of you. Let's get underway. Thanks.
Thank you, Senator McConnell. And now I'd like to ask Representative Morgan McGarvey to share his thoughts about the project. Congressman.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is really great and exciting to be here today. This is a huge milestone. This is the largest change to the airport in 35 years, something that is truly incredible. And I want to start off by thanking everyone who is here today, from Dan and Dale to the board at SDF, to my colleagues in the General Assembly, to our colleagues in the city, and to my predecessor, John Yarmouth, for his work in this, and of course, especially to Kentucky's senior senator, Leader Mitch McConnell. This is not even the first time this week that Leader McConnell and I have come together. Earlier this week, we came together to celebrate really what is a historic victory. I don't think either one of us saw it coming, but it's been a long time since Manual beat Male. And honestly, long overdue. It's nice that we're going to be hosting a playoff game on Friday. Look, this is an exciting moment. I am thrilled as a lifelong Louisvillian that Louisville continues to become a destination for people. And people come here in part because of our amazing hospitality. That hospitality must start from the moment they get off the plane. And then we're going to continue that. So we're going to have a great airport inside. And of course, I'll wait for the plane to go by just a second. One of the things that, we in government, we like to take a lot of complaints. No one has ever come up to me and said, my wait to get in the airport was too short. And so some of the changes that are happening here that will improve security, that will both continue to keep us safe as we travel, while minimizing those lines are going to be enjoyed by everyone, whether you're traveling with your family, whether you're traveling for work, whether you're coming in for the weekend and a little bit too tired from some time on the Bourbon Trail. You're going to be able to get through the airport safely and quickly. It goes without saying, and I think you'll hear this from everybody up here, our economic growth as a city and the strength of our airport go hand in hand. We have to have both. That's why I am thrilled that we are here, that we are coming together, that we are investing in our airport. When we make smart investments in our infrastructure, then we can see those results. I've spent my first term in Congress fighting for funding like this. And you heard Leader McConnell say this, but this really is a great example to come from the bipartisan infrastructure law, passed by congressional Democrats, led through the Senate by Leader McConnell, signed into law by President Biden. This is an example of what can happen when we work together. And I look forward to so much more of that to come. Thank you all.
Thank you, Congressman. As mentioned earlier today, Kentucky General Assembly State Senator Julie Rocky Adams and State Representative Jason Nemes are both here today, and I would like to welcome Senator Rocky Adams to say a few words, followed by Representative Nemes.
All right, thank you all for having me here today. You know, one of the things when you go like down the line from all the important people to people like me, you know, it's all been kind of said before. But what I want to talk about is, let's be honest, we've all had a TSA moment, haven't we? I know that I have had more than one wine opener confiscated by the TSA. And so I'm wondering if I can get them back today. But in all seriousness, this expansion is about making travel here safer, faster, and maybe even less stressful. But by modernizing these TSA checkpoints, we're setting a higher standard, ensuring efficiency and security, and serving all travelers, whether they're families, business, or anyone in need of additional accessibility. So with the support of the General Assembly, and the dedication of everyone here, from the TSA to our local leaders to our federal partners, we are making sure that Louisville remains a key hub for travel and commerce, connecting our community to the nation and the world. And beyond that, we are showing that the investments we make together strengthen the future of this community. So thank you all for having us be here. The General Assembly was proud to be a partner, and go fly Louisville.
I guess it's good that we're interfered with, because that means there's good commerce going. So, you know, it's great to be here. This is our town. It's the best town on earth, Louisville, Kentucky. I'm happy that this General Assembly last year gave over $1 billion back to Louisville, including the $5 million for the airport here. Louisville is the economic engine, obviously, of Kentucky. And I'm happy that that's what our colleagues all across the Commonwealth, from New Madrid Bend to Black Mountain, also understand. So while we're helping them with their water projects and all the things that they need, they're helping us grow so we can have more money for everyone. It's also important because people of all stripes, whether they're from Kentucky or all across the world, come right here, and we need to put our best foot forward. I will note that our mayor and other folks have really done a good job in Frankfort this year. For the first time, we've got city government really fighting hard for our town in Frankfort. And then we have the most important person from Louisville, Senator Julie Rocky Adams, right here as well, to make sure that we get things done. We also have Keturah Herron, Representative Keturah Herron. She'll be a senator in a couple weeks, but we're going to claim her for 8 more weeks. And then when she gets into the Senate, this will be in her district. So she was instrumental to make sure this happened in Frankfort. And so we want to make sure that we also give a shout out to Representative, not Senator, Representative Herron. So thank you, guys.
Thank you both, and I'd now like to invite Mayor Greenberg to come up.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's wonderful to be with you all here today. The only things I would like to add is that this is just such a wonderful reflection of the positive momentum that we're seeing across our entire city. With one of the fastest growing airports in the entire country, the need to grow is important. And we've seen the great additions and improvements that have been made to the airport over the past few years, and that is here continuing today. And so this is just a great reflection of that positive momentum that's not just happening here at the airport, but is happening all over our entire city. And it's also a reflection of the strength of partnership. You have heard from our great partners here today already, working with our federal partners, Leader McConnell and Congressman McGarvey, on projects like this at the airport. Our state partners, you just heard from Representative Nemes about the great collaboration that we've had with Senator Rocky Adams and their all of their colleagues in the State House and the State Senate to bring over $1 billion of investment to move our city forward, to make our city safer, stronger, and healthier. And my view is when we have great announcements like this and when folks see the great work that's being done and how we can get projects done here in Louisville, we are just getting started. So I'm excited about continued partnerships, to continue investing in the airport, to continue investing all across our community to make Louisville's growth even stronger and better than it is. Thank you all to everyone who make this possible, and thanks for everyone here today, and excited about the future of Muhammad Ali International Airport. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mayor. And now could we get Ray Williams, who is the TSA Security Director of Kentucky. Please join.
Good afternoon, everyone. Well, normally when I get up here, I don't have so many nice compliments about TSA and expanding a checkpoint and all that. It's usually a little bit more negative. But we are very excited about this project. We all know that we need the expansion. It'll help my folks do their job better, faster, more efficiently. When you have more lanes, everyone can be calm and do their job and take their time. So we're excited about that. I was going to talk about growth and Louisville as a destination city, but everyone has spoken to that too. So the last thing I'll just mention is we've got a great partnership to TSA with Dan and his people here at the airport. We work together quite a bit when we've seen growth. We've tried to work together to manage those projects and those issues, and I think we've done a pretty good job. But this is really exciting, and we're looking forward to the next few months, and hopefully we'll see this done really, really quickly. So thanks a lot.
Thank you, Ray. And now I think we're supposed to actually turn some dirt over here. So, Natalie, what's our next move? And thank you all for coming out this afternoon. We appreciate you being here.
As soon as we're done turning some dirt, please feel free to follow your escorts, head up to Book and Bourbon for a reception, have some treats up there to celebrate the good news. So.
All right.